University Challenge. Asking the questions and more learning.
Hello and welcome to the semi-finals of this year's University Challenge. Tonight, the first two of our final four teams will be going head-to-head for a place in the series final. One is looking to take a step closer to a second trophy for their university. The other will be hoping to be the first ever from their college to get past this stage in the competition. The team from Edinburgh are yet to lose a match in this series, but they came closest in their last game against Merton College, Oxford. Both teams struggled to find their rhythm in that match and incurred 8 5-point penalties between them. But in the end, Edinburgh were ahead when it counted, and their other wins have been very convincing indeed, as Newcastle, Trinity College, Cambridge and Manchester know to their cost. Music, film and philosophy are just a few of their many strengths, and their average score so far is 170. Let's meet the team from Edinburgh once again.
Hi, I'm Partha Vishwar. I'm from Portland, Oregon in the United States, and I'm studying for a Master's of Sustainable Lands and Cities.
Hi, I'm Johnny Richards. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm doing a PhD on ancient DNA.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Alice Leonard. I'm from Portsmouth, and I'm studying for a Master's in Environment, Culture and Society.
Hi, I'm Rehan Amjad. I'm from Dublin and Glasgow, and I'm studying for a PhD in Computer Science.
The team from Darwin College, Cambridge are also coming into this match off the back of a victory over Merton College, Oxford, albeit a slightly more comfortable one. They've also beaten Green Templeton College, Oxford, Morden College, Oxford and Warwick on their way to this point, but they have lost once to Sheffield in their first quarter-final. They've consistently answered well on literature, fine art, biochemistry and mathematics, but have occasionally shown a tendency to talk themselves out of right answers, and their average score is just under 160. Let's meet the team from Darwin for the 6th time.
Hi, I'm Lewis Strachan. I'm from North Lanarkshire and I'm doing a PhD in parasite biology.
Hello, I'm Ruth Newver-Hurtig. I'm from Cork in Ireland and I study education.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Louis Cameron. I'm from London and I'm doing a PhD in English.
Hi, my name's Jonathan White. I'm from Buckinghamshire. I'm studying for a PhD in geography.
Welcome back. Just 2 wins from glory. Here we go then. Here's your first start for 10. Good luck. By a resolution of the 20th of December 2024, the Royal House of which country officially changed its coat of arms? The escutcheon contains the 2 bars of the dynasty's parent house, the House of Oldenburg, while the shield is divided...
Darwin White.
Denmark?
It is Denmark, yes. Your bonuses then are on a phrase used in the UK Parliament. In January 2022, which Conservative former Secretary of State for exiting the European Union implored the then Prime Minister Boris Johnson to resign by telling him, in the name of God, go?
David Davis.
2005, he lost his party's leadership contest to David Cameron.
David Davis.
David Davis.
David Davis.
Yes. The MP Leo Amery finished an attack on Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain with the words, in the name of God, go, during a parliamentary debate of May 1940, discussing the military campaign in which country that had been invaded by Nazi Germany on the 9th of April. The debate is most commonly known by the name of this country.
Yeah, Norway.
Norway.
Yes. Davis and Amery were both quoting which politician and military leader who is supposed to have dissolved the Rump Parliament with the same words in 1653, the year which would also see the founding of the Protectorate.
Oliver Cromwell.
It is indeed. Yeah, let's start the question. In which city is the open-air architectural museum Poble Español, or Spanish Town, an artificially constructed village containing 117 full-scale recreations of characteristic buildings from different parts of Spain? The Poble was created for the International Exposition of 1929, held in this city, and is located near other notable attractions built for that expo, including the Magic Fountain of Montjuic and a pavilion...
Edinburgh Richards.
Barcelona.
It is Barcelona, yes. Your bonuses are 3 questions on a sign language. For what do the letters PI stand in the abbreviation PISL, used to designate a sign language commonly used as a lingua franca between indigenous peoples in large parts of pre-Columbian North America? Also known as hand talk, it has been the subject of numerous revival efforts in recent decades.
Is it Pacific?
It doesn't make sense.
No,
Nothing said.
is it Pacific something then?
Is it...
Pigeon?
Is it Paraguayan indigenous? I think there's a...
Sure, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Paraguayan indigenous.
No, it's Plains Indian.
Sorry.
In their studies of PISL, linguists including Lamont West and Brenda Farnell have used what word by analogy with phoneme to describe, quote, a unit of movement or a shape of the hand, for example, that provides a constituent part of a sign?
Okay, so what's that?
Moni? For hand.
Gesture.
Mani.
Sorry, that's Latin.
Movement,
but
yeah.
It could be money.
Maybe we've got anything else.
I don't know what Greek for hand is.
Let's keep it moving.
Manim.
No, that's a kainim. George Drouillard, a part Shawnee man from Missouri, served as a translator of several languages, including PISL, for which two men during their early 19th century expedition across the newly acquired Louisiana territory.
Lewis and Clark.
Nominate Amjad.
Lewis and Clark.
It is indeed. Well done. Let's start the question. In his poem Whispers of Immortality, of which Jacobean dramatist does T.S. Eliot...
Darwin Cameron.
Webster.
It is John Webster. Well done. Your bonuses are on a European river. Sometimes referred to historically by the German name Memel. The Neman is the longest river of what European country? It flows roughly southeast to northwest, draining into the Curonian or Courland Lagoon.
Oh, this I don't know. So you could try, I don't know, like Slovenia or Hungary maybe, I don't know.
Something real.
German name.
Yeah, German.
Slovenia.
No, it's Lithuania. Located on the River Neman, northwest of Vilnius, what city was the capital of independent Lithuania from 1920 to 1940, when Vilnius was under Polish occupation?
Try Kaunas. Kaunas is another city in Lithuania.
Canals.
No, bad luck. The city is Kaunas, so I can't accept that. A western stretch of the Neman forms the border between Lithuania and what Russian oblast?
Kaliningrad.
Nominate White.
Kaliningrad.
It is indeed, yes. Let's start the question. It's a picture round now. And for your picture starter, you will see a map of the Holy Roman Empire in 1618 on the eve of the 30 Years' War. For 10 points, name the polity in black.
Edinburgh Ishwa.
Prussia.
No, you can have a bit more time, Darwin, but not much.
Darwin White.
Brandenburg.
It is indeed. Well done. Following on from that map of the Holy Roman Empire in 1618, you'll see three more maps from the same time on which electorates of the empire have been highlighted. 5 points for each you can name. First, in blue.
Okay, so this is in like West Germany. You could try Palatinate maybe.
Palatinate.
It is the county of the Palatinate. Well done. Secondly, in purple with its central city marked.
So this is also West Germany. So is this Mainz or... Yeah, it could be Mainz. Yeah.
Mainz.
No, that's the Archbishopric of Trier.
Oh.
And finally, the red region circled.
Bavaria, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, to try Bavaria. Yeah, try Bavaria.
Bavaria.
No, that's Bohemia. Bad luck.
Okay.
Let's start the question. What short surname links all of these? An Austrian chemist who developed a process to convert bauxite into aluminium oxide in the 1880s, the German author of a 1603 star atlas whose designations, for example, Alpha Centauri, are still in use, and the German chemical company that first marketed aspirin.
Darwin Stricken.
Bosch.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points, and whose headquarters are in Leverkusen.
Edinburgh Ishwa.
Bayer.
Bayer is correct, yes. Your three questions, Edinburgh, are on physics. In physics, a parity transformation takes the coordinate x to minus x, y to minus y, and z to minus z. What four-letter word describes a function or property which does not change under a parity transformation?
Is it an identity or no?
It's a four-letter word.
So something that doesn't change. Like,
Fix. No.
four letters.
Zero. Yeah, we keep moving.
Pass.
Yeah.
It's even. In 1956, Chien-Shiung Wu led a collaboration which conducted experiments showing that parity is not conserved in beta decay, for which he was later awarded the inaugural Wolf Prize. Which of the fundamental forces governs beta decay?
It'd be the weak or strong.
It's one of the, yeah.
Let's go with...
I feel like...
Which one do you feel more comfortable with?
Yeah.
Happy weak?
Yes, it is the weak force. The CPT theorem states that physical laws are symmetric under the combination of three transformations, with P referring to parity. Name either of the other transformations referred to in the CPT theorem.
CPT. C or T.
I like complement.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Is that a charge?
Sorry. Well, what did you think
It's a
it
type of
was?
transformation.
Complementary.
I mean, I'm just going
Just as I could describe it.
I think it would be charge, but I don't know.
Charge.
No, I can't accept that, I'm afraid. It's charge conjugation.
Oh, okay.
Needed to be. Sorry. Bad luck. Another starter question. In what present-day landlocked country is the town of Kodok, known historically as Fashoda? In 1898, an expedition led by Jean-Baptiste Marchand provoked an international crisis when it raised the French flag there, attempting to forestall a British force from opening a...
Edinburgh Ishwa.
India.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Opening a corridor between Egypt and southern Africa. The crisis was resolved by demarcating British and French spheres of influence along the watersheds of the Congo and Nile rivers.
Darwin White.
Central African Republic.
Bad luck. It's South Sudan. Now let's start the question. What noun, in either the singular or plural, appears in the titles of all of the following video games? A 1999 game developed by Acclaim Studios, the title of which is the alter ego of player character Michael Leroy. A 2005 game created by Fumito Ueda and developed by his studio, Team Ico.
Edinburgh Amjad.
Shadow.
Yes, those two games were Shadow Man and Shadow of the Colossus. Your bonus is, Edinburgh, 3 questions on a novel. First published in 1952, Player Piano is the debut novel of which American writer? Its depiction of widespread unemployment caused by automation was inspired partially by this author's time working for General Electric.
Is it one of the sci-fi guys like Kurt? Did it say the year?
52.
52.
It's maybe a bit too
could be
late to
Vonnegut,
be
right?
the first novel by Vonnegut.
Bradbury?
Maybe. I think it might be one of the two of them, but I don't know what
Let's go with
Go
Bradbury.
Bradbury.
Bad luck, it is Kurt Vonnegut.
Sorry.
Bad luck. Player Piano is partially set in Ilium, a fictional town that also features in some of Vonnegut's other novels such as Cat's Cradle and Slaughterhouse-Five, and can be found in which US state? It is thought to be based on the real-life city of Schenectady.
That's in New York, isn't it?
Yeah.
New York.
Yes. In a 1973 interview, Vonnegut claimed that Player Piano, quote, cheerfully ripped off the plot of Brave New World, whose plot had been cheerfully ripped off from what novel by Evgeny Zamyatin?
Oh, we.
Okay.
Nominate Amjad.
Just we.
Yes, it is indeed. Now start the question. In his book, The Embarrassment of Riches, historian Simon Sharma describes the depiction of a woman in a work by which painter as, quote, the embodiment of domestic virtues approached...
Darwin Cameron.
Rembrandt.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points, by worldly vice. Born in Haarlem in 1609, the entirety of the artist's work was misattributed for over 200 years, in most cases either to Frans Hals or to her husband, Jan Mintzer Molenaar.
Edinburgh Leonard.
Gentileschi.
No, it's Judith Leyster. Let's start the question. In IUPAC notation, what 2 letters are used to classify stereoisomers?
Darwin Strachan.
R and S.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Stereoisomers of alkenes, according to whether the higher priority substituent groups at each end of the double bond are on opposite sides of the bond or on the same side of the bond. The letters in question stand for the German words for opposite and together.
Edinburgh Richards.
AM?
No, it's E and Z. Fingers and buzzers, here's another starter question. What name is shared by the early Christian leader who is the recipient of an epistle by Paul sent on behalf of his slave Onesimus, and the figure in Greek mythology who unwittingly hosted the gods Zeus and Hermes in disguise and, as a reward...
Edinburgh Amjad.
Philemon.
It is indeed, yeah. Your bonuses, Edinburgh, are on works by Maurice Ravel that name other composers in their titles. A suite for solo piano by Ravel, completed in 1917, has the title Le Tombeau de... which French Baroque composer? It has the form of a Baroque suite with its 6 movements dedicated to friends who died in World War I.
Nominate Richards.
Couperin.
Yes. In 1909, Ravel composed a minuet on the name of which composer to mark the centenary of his death? It uses a 5-note motif to represent his name, the first note of which is B natural, designated by the relevant letter in German notation.
What was the year?
5-letter name.
Like B, I think B natural.
Is that H?
Is
or-
H,
Yeah.
yeah.
So does someone's
And a
name begin
5-letter
with
name.
Haydn.
Yep, Haydn.
Well worked out, yep. In 1922, Ravel wrote a Berceuse on the name of which French composer who had been his teacher at the Paris Conservatoire? This composer wrote 2 well-known Berceuses of his own, one of which forms part of his Dolly suite.
Debussy?
I don't know.
I don't recognise that as being
I don't know, I'm just guessing.
Stravinsky wrote a Berceuse, but I don't think he was.
Why did
They
the
want a
French
French composer
composer?
as well.
I mean,
Go
Debussy.
with Debussy.
Sanson.
Oh,
Sanson.
No, it's 4A. Let's start the question. Music round now. For your music starter, you're going to hear a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can name the artist.
Edinburgh Richards.
Marvin Gaye.
No, you can hear a bit more Darwin, but not much. No, I'll tell you. It was George McRae. We'll take your music bonuses when we get the next starter right. Francois Villon's 15th century Ballad of the Ladies of Bygone Times is an example of a poem described by what two-word Latin literary term? This term takes the form of a question lamenting the transitory nature of life and means, where are they?
Darwin Cameron.
Quo Vadis.
No, you may not confer, Edinburgh. You can have a guess if you want to.
Edinburgh Amchat.
Ubi sunt?
It is Ubi Sunt, yes. For your music starter, you heard George McRae's 1974 single, Rock Your Baby, one of the early hits to make use of the drum machine. For your bonus, 3 more tracks that featured the drum machine in the 1970s. In each case, I need you to name the band performing. Firstly, this group.
The voice feels really familiar.
Put up a guess or we should keep moving.
Come on.
Yeah.
Pass.
Suicide. The song was Dream Baby Dream. Secondly, this band.
Talking Heads.
Let's go with that.
Listening Wind?
Talking
No,
Heads.
it's Can with Spoon. And lastly,
It's Blondie.
That's Blondie, yeah.
Blondie.
it is Blondie in Heart of Glass, yes. Let's start the question. In physiology, what is the main ion that moves into cells through GABA A receptors, which are opened in response to the binding of gamma-aminobutyric acid? The same ion can exit the cell through the CFTR channel, functional
Darwin Strachan.
Chlorine.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points, functional defects of which result in cystic fibrosis.
Edinburgh Richards.
Calcium?
No, it's chloride. Bad luck, Lewis. I asked for the ion, which is chloride, as you clearly know from the way you're shaking your head. Let's start the question. What given name is shared by the directors of all of the following films? The 2024 film, Time Stalker, the 2022 film, Saint-Omer, the 2023 film, La Chimera, and the director of the 1900 film, La Fée aux Choux, or The Cabbage Fairy, one of the earliest known narrative films. And
Darwin Neva Hertig.
Isabella.
no, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. And the first film credited as directed by a woman. The surnames of the directors in question are Lowe, Diop, Rohrwacher, and Guy Blachet. Anyone? No, I'll tell you. It's Alice. Now let's start the question. Alberto Cairo, a bucolic poet, Ricardo Reis, a doctor and classicist, and Alvaro de Campos, a naval engineer, are among authorial personas created by which Portuguese writer, who called them his heteronyms. His major works include the poetry collection Mensagem, or Message, and the fragmentary Book of Disquiet.
Edinburgh Amchat.
Pessoa?
It is Pessoa. Well done. Your bonus is Edinburgh. 3 questions on a cycle. Which 2 German scientists give their names to a cycle used to visually represent the total lattice enthalpy of an ionic compound?
Have we got anything?
No, nothing.
Oh, pass.
Born and Haber. The Born-Haber cycle is sometimes also named for which Polish scientist who developed his own version of it contemporaneously to Born and Haber? Alongside Otto Goering, he also first identified protactinium in 1913.
Oh, who would a Polish chemist be? Proactinium.
Could it be him? Yeah. Curie.
No, that was Casimir Fayans. The cycle is an adaptation of which 19th century scientist's namesake law stating that the total enthalpy change during a chemical reaction is independent of the order of steps taken.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Gibbs.
No, that was Germaine Hess. Let's start the question. What 14-letter word is used to indicate all of the following? In engineering, the component of a bridge that bears the live weight of a load. In sociology and philosophy, the cultural, religious and political institutions contrasted with the economic base. And in...
Edinburgh Amchat.
Superstructure.
It is indeed. Well done. Your bonuses, Edinburgh, are 3 questions on a citrus fruit and its descendants. Of uncertain origin, what is the common name of Citrus maxima, a large citrus fruit native to Southeast Asia that is roughly pear-shaped with a thick, loose, yellow or greenish rind?
Pomelo.
Yes, correct. Which other large citrus fruit is believed to have originated in the West Indies through crossing a pomelo with a sweet orange? The juice of this fruit can block the action of some intestinal enzymes, meaning it can interfere with many medications.
Grapefruit.
Yes. A hybrid of a pomelo and a mandarin orange, Citrus X aurantium, or the bitter orange, is also commonly known by the name of which European city?
Oh my God. Oh, it's not Jaffa.
Seville.
Seville, yeah.
Seville.
Yes, it is. Well done. Picture round now. And for your picture starter, you're going to see a painting. For 10 points, I need you to name its artist.
Darwin Cameron.
Titian.
It is Titian. Well done. For your picture starter, you saw Titian's Diana and Actaeon, one of a series of works the artist created for Philip II of Spain. For your picture bonuses, 3 more works of art made for rulers of countries that are not the country the artist was originally from. In each case, I need you to name the artist. First, the sculptor of this piece intended for Francis I of France.
Cellini.
Yes. Secondly, the Italian-born painter of this portrait of the Qianlong Emperor.
Pass.
That's Castiglione. Lastly, the artist behind this portrait of Anne of Cleves.
Holbein.
Yes, specifically Holbein Miranda. Now let's start the question. From the Latin for to turn, what word's original usage in English denotes a rendering of some text from one language into another and is represented in the abbreviations NIV and KJV?
Darwin Cameron.
Version.
It is indeed. Your bonuses are on French road bicycle racing terms. All 3 answers begin with the letter P. What term is used to describe a powerful rider who can accelerate quickly and who specialises in short, sharp climbs? Examples of this type of rider include Peter Sagan and Philippe Gilbert.
Pass.
I'll tell you, that's puncher. What term is used to refer to a professional cyclist's racing achievements, denoting both overall race and stage wins?
Collective or something like that.
Begins with P. Pass.
I'll tell you, it's palmares. Finally, what term is used to describe a type of uneven terrain associated with the Paris-Roubaix and Tour of Flanders races?
I don't think we know this either.
Varied. Pass.
I'll tell you, it's pavé. Fingers on buzzers. In graph theory, which Swiss mathematician gives his name to a path that visits every edge exactly once?
Darwin Hertig.
Euler.
Yes, it is. Your bonuses then are 3 questions on pairs of names of places and people where one can be made by doubling a letter found in the other. Name and spell both from the descriptions. First, a national park in North Rhine-Westphalia, named after the plateau region that extends into eastern Belgium and northern Luxembourg, and the surname of a French engineer born in 1832 who specialised in metal structures.
So is that Eiffel or is...
Eiffel.
Eiffel and Eiffel with two F's.
Yeah.
Eiffel and Eiffel. E-I-F-F-E-L and E-I-F-E-L.
Correct, well done. Second, an influential New York rapper who released his debut album Illmatic in 1994 and the county town of Kildare in Ireland.
Nominate Neva Hertig.
Nas and Nace, N-A-A-S. N-A-S for the first one.
Correct. Finally, the surname of an English cardinal and the last Roman Catholic Archbishop of Canterbury, a position he held during the reign of Mary I, and a coastal town in Dorset adjoining Bournemouth to its east.
Is it Poole? Pole and Pool with double O.
Okay. P-O-L-E and P-O-O-L-E.
Well done, fantastic. Let's start the question. A vegetation-covered sandy ridge known as the Great Barrier separates which body of water into its northern and southern portions, the latter of which receives the vast majority of its water from the Komadugu, Yobe and Shari rivers?
Edinburgh Richards.
The Okavango Delta.
No.
Darwin White.
The Gulf of Thailand.
No, it's Lake Chad. Another start the question. In mechanics, what effect represented by the Greek letter tau is calculated by multiplying the applied force by its distance from a fulcrum? One of its names is taken from a Latin word meaning to twist or turn.
Darwin Hertig.
Torsion.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points, and gives its name to a type of wrench.
Edinburgh Leonard.
Talk.
It is torque. Bad luck, darling. Bad luck. 3 questions for you, Edinburgh, on physical geography. In hydrology, what 7-letter term of Latin origin is used to denote a layer of underground permeable rock that stores a significant amount of groundwater?
Yes. Aquifer.
Yeah.
Aquifer.
Yes. What short name is given specifically to a type of water supply system developed in ancient Iran and found across the Middle East that involves digging a deep well to an aquifer in elevated land and channeling the water downhill through a series of sloping tunnels?
Nominate Ishwa.
Cannot.
Correct, well done. After a historical area of northern France, what word describes a well into which water flows from the aquifer without pumping, that is, by natural pressure?
I know this. It's not like Normandy or Brittany or anything like that, is it?
Oh my God, I know this.
Come on.
Brittany.
No, it's artesian. Another start of the question. The Decembrist Revolt of 1825 was a failed uprising in St. Petersburg by liberal dissidents against which new Tsar, who was to ascend to the throne following the death of his brother, Alexander I?
Edinburgh Ishwa.
Alexander II.
No, anyone from Darwin?
Darwin
Nicholas
White.
I. Nicholas I.
Is correct. Your 3 bonuses are on people who are the subjects of essays in the 2023 Adam Schatz book, Writers and Missionaries, Essays on the Radical Imagination. 5 points for each person that you can identify. First, An American writer born 1908 whose works exploring race relations in the USA include the 1940 novel Native Son and the 1950...
Richard Wright.
Yes. Secondly, an Algerian writer and journalist born 1970. His 2013 novel, The Meursault Investigation, is a continuation of Camus' L'Étranger that gives a name and identity to the man murdered in that novel.
Pass.
That's Carmel Daoud. And finally, a Palestinian-American academic and literary critic born 1935, whose works include The World, The Text and The Critic, Culture and Imperialism...
Said.
Yes, Edward Said. Now let's start the question. What surname is shared by the following literary characters? Kathleen, the runaway former mistress of a king in F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Last Tycoon, Robert, a Yorkshire mill owner in Charlotte Bronte's Shirley, and the twice...
Darwin Cameron.
More.
Yes. Your bonuses are on Fashion House's name-checked in the 1979 Sister Sledge song, He's the Greatest Dancer. In each case, I need you to name the house from a description. First, the Italian maker of jeans and casual wear, who is said to have, quote, made me hardcore, according to the title of a 1999 work of video art by Mark Leckie. Its founder and namesake died in 2015.
Versace.
No, it's Fiorucci. Secondly, the house founded by a name for the mononymous American designer known for creating Jacqueline Kennedy's pillbox hat and his use of the material ultra suede.
What? Okay. Anything. Pass.
Halston. Lastly, the fashion house founded in Florence in 1921, whose notable designs include the 1947 bamboo handbag.
Anything.
Givenchy or something.
Givenchy.
It's Gucci. Now, starter question. With examples including the Sandmeyer, the Hell-Volhard-Zelinsky, and the Hunsdiecker reactions, what name is given to the category of substitution reactions in which fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine is introduced?
Edinburgh chat.
Halogenation.
It is halogenation. Your bonus is Edinburgh. 3 questions on UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Mexico. Bordering Guatemala, Veracruz, and Oaxaca, what southern state is the location of the Mayan city Palenque, which flourished between 500 and 700 CE?
What were the 3 states? What were the 3 states?
I would say
Yeah, that's Chiapas, yeah.
Nominate Richards.
Chiapas?
Yes, a UNESCO site southeast of Mexico City comprises a number of 16th century monasteries on the slopes of which volcano, the second highest peak in the country?
I don't know the name. No, I should pass.
Pass.
It's Popocatépetl. A biosphere reserve northwest of Mexico City is named after what large species of the order Lepidoptera? The insects spend winter in this reserve before migrating to eastern Canada.
It's monarch butterfly.
Definitely monarch.
Yes.
Monarch butterfly.
Correct. Another starter question. Consider the regnal names of French monarchs between 1500 and 1790. In total, during this period, how many kings named Louis occupied the throne? And at the gong, Darwin have 110 and Edinburgh have 155. Well, the answer, I'm afraid, sorry, Louis, was 5. Oh, Darwin, what a run you've had. Just a couple of starters where I totally understand why you went for the interruptions because you were behind. And chlorine, chloride, I tell you knew that. And there were a couple of others that you had to have a punt on. But you were brave to do it and you were right to do it. But you were beaten by a fantastic team, playing brilliant well, which I know is not much consolation. But have you vaguely enjoyed the experience?
Very much.
Yeah, it's been great, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we've loved getting to know you. Thank you so much for being such great players. Edinburgh, congratulations. I mean, 155 at this stage of the competition with such a strong performance against a team of that calibre is brilliant. You've made it through to the final. Congratulations. We shall see you again. I hope you can join us next time for the second of this year's semi-finals. But until then, it is goodbye from Darwin College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye for now from Edinburgh.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.